Hello guys, today I'm going to explain about the abdomen topic pelvis. Pelvic cavity, important topic. So, boundaries. What are the boundaries of pelvic cavity? Pelvic cavity extends downwards and backwards from the pelvic inlet and intervenes between the inlet and outlet. What does it mean? See, this is pelvic brim, which is a part of pelvic inlet. See, here you can see pelvic brim, okay, and below there, this is pelvic outlet. See, this is pelvic inlet, pelvic brim, and this is pelvic outlet, okay, and this space is called pelvic cavity. Understand? Now it extends downwards and backwards. See, it is extending downwards and backward. You can see visual here from the, this is lateral aspect you are seeing. It is downwards and backwards when we stand in anatomical position, and between the inlet and outlet, as I said. So what are the boundaries? Boundaries, first we will see the anterior boundary. It is bounded by the pubic symphysis posterior surface of pubic symphysis and body of the pubis and two rami. Let's understand. This is anterior side, this is posterior, this is lateral. Okay. Anteriorly, this is pubic symphysis, posterior side here. Posterior surface of pubic symphysis. This is body of pubis and two rami. These are the two rami. Okay, anterior boundary. Posterior boundary limited by concave pelvic surface of sacrum and coccyx. Okay, see, this is concave, like concave. This is sacrum, this is coccyx. This is sacrum and this is coccyx. Posterior boundary. And laterally, this is which bone? Ilium. This is ischium and this is pubis. Okay. So laterally it is found by the pelvic surface of ilium and ischium. Pelvic surface of ilium and ischium. Okay, ilium and ischium. This is pubis. Laterally by ilium and ischium. Lateral pelvic surface of ilium and ischium of lateral side. And you can see superiorly it is found by pelvic inlet and inferiorly pelvic outlet. This is the boundary. And coming to next, the pelvic cavity in male is longer and more conical, and in female it is shorter and more cylindrical. Let's understand this. See, in male pelvis, the pelvic cavity in male is longer. See, this is inlet, right? This is inlet and this is outlet. What is this? Pelvic cavity. Pelvic cavity is longer. Here pelvic cavity is shorter in female. Longer in female, it is shorter and more conical in male. It is more conical. See the angle. See the angle. It is more conical. Here it is somewhat straight, like cylinder. Okay. And male pelvis represent the long section of the short cone, and female pelvis represent short section of long cone. Means long section of short cone. This is long section of short cone. Means this is short cone, right? Total. Understand? This is short cone. This is long cone. But the cavity is long. So they are saying long section of short cone. This is short cone but long pelvic cavity. Here long cone but short pelvic cavity. Understand? Okay. Next. Here, thus in male, all diameter of the pelvic outlet are significantly shorter that of the inlet. See, this is inlet, this is outlet. Diameter of inlet is more. Diameter of outlet is less. Here almost same because it is cylinder now. So diameter of these both are same in female. That they have said here. This is what they have said. and the elongated lateral pelvic wall slope downwards and somewhat medially. Yeah, that only. Lateral wall, that is here. It slope downwards and somewhat medially. And in female, the measurement of inlet and outlet are insignificantly altered, and shorter lateral pelvic wall are almost vertical. That so vertical, so they are cylindrical, like cylindrical. Okay, this can be explained by subpubic angle. Subpubic angle in male is 50 to 60 degree. Subpubic angle in female is 80 to 90 degree. This is subpubic angle. See, this is subpubic angle. Subpubic angle. Okay. Next, vertical growth of the body of ischium is more in male, and transverse growth of pubis is more in female. This is ischium, right? Vertical growth is of ischium is more in male. Male it is more. What vertical growth of ischium, but the transverse growth of pubis is more in female. Next, sacrum is more elongated than its breadth in male. In male, breadth is this much, but length is more. The sacrum is more elongated than its breadth. Length is more than breadth in male, and reverse in female. Breadth is more, length is less. Length is less, breadth is more in female. In male, length is more, breadth is less of what? Sacrum. And the concavity of the pelvic surface of sacrum is uniform in male. This concavity is uniform. But in female, the upper part of the pelvic surface is mostly flat, and its lower part becomes aberrantly concave. So, what does it mean, right? Here, male, it is uniform. But in female, upper surface is somewhat flat, and lower surface is concave. This makes here freely movable coccyx. This coccyx is freely movable in female. That they have said. Coccyx is more movable in female at the sacrococcygeal joint. This is sacrum, coccyx. This is joint, sacrococcygeal joint. This is coccyx is more movable in female. Coming to the measurements, important. First measurement, anteroposterior diameter. It is the diameter between the middle of the back of pubic symphysis and the center of the pelvic surface of third sacral vertebra. See, this is pubic symphysis, right? Behind, that is posterior surface of the middle. See, this is pubic symphysis. Here, middle, posterior surface till the third sacral vertebra will be there. This is sacrum, right? Full. Here, 1, 2, third sacral vertebra. Then here, coccyx will be there. From here to here. This is anteroposterior diameter here. Okay, which is 13 centimeter. Coming to oblique diameter. See, oblique diameter extends from the lower end of sacroiliac joint. What is this? Sacrum. Okay. What is this? Ilium. What is this? In between them, joint. What is this? Sacrum. That is which surface? Lower end. This full is joint, but they are saying lower end. Lower end of the sacroiliac joint. 2. Center of obturator membrane. This is obturator foramen, right? Here there will be a membrane. This center point, and here lower margin of the joint. You must join this both. This is oblique diameter. Coming to the transverse diameter. Okay, transverse diameter, what is here? Oblique diameter, it is 13.1 centimeter, and which is larger than the anteroposterior diameter, which we saw above here. So transverse diameter It is widest transverse distance across the lateral bony wall of pelvic cavity and measures about 12.5 centimeter. Means see, this is a lateral part of ischium and ilium. From here you must measure. This is the transverse diameter, that's it, which is longest in the pelvic. Therefore, out of the three measurements, oblique diameter is longest. Okay, this is the longest diameter, that is 13.1 centimeter. This is 12.5 and this is 13. So oblique is more longest in the pelvic cavity diameter. Coming to the another plane of least dimension. What is this? You can see here. What is this? This is a ischial spine. Ischial spine. From here you must measure the diameter. That is a plane of least dimension. Passes through the level of ischial spine where the transverse diameter is narrowest. See, this was transverse diameter, right? It will be going backward, 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 backward. This is the narrowest. This is the narrowest part of the transverse diameter, which is called plane of least dimension. Clinical importance is most of the obstructed labors takes place in this level. So another important conjugates. Okay, see, this is pubic symphysis. This is a sacrum. Okay, here in the tip of the pubic symphysis to the, this is promontory. What is this? Promontory of sacrum. Okay, tip of pubic symphysis till the promontory, that is called anatomical conjugate, and the posterior surface of the middle of the pubic symphysis till the promontory, it is called obstetrical conjugate, and lower point of the pubic symphysis till the promontory is called diagonal conjugate. And this is pelvic cavity. You can see full, they have mentioned axis of pelvic cavity, not pelvic cavity, it is the axis of pelvic cavity. Okay, this is about the pelvic cavity. Hope you understood. Thank you.